We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you guys to smash that like button. And here we are with NIO, NIO Inc. And NIO stock continues to push up higher, and it exploded higher today while the rest of the market was pulling downwards, guys. And today at 8:35 a.m., our SPY bot sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward towards the bell, there was a continuation even after the bell of weakness, and puts went up 500% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator and getting connected to our SPY bot, QQQ bot, newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities within the volatility. And I'm an advocate that every single investor, especially retail investors, should have an edge and clarity over the charts, no matter what it may be. It doesn't have to be 42 vision, but seek clarity and an edge over the charts. Now, if you find value in what we share here and you want to become part of a growing community of investors using these resources to maximize in either direction, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator. And as I always state, not financial advice. I personally believe volatility is here to stay. It's not going anywhere, and having an edge and clarity over the charts makes all the difference to maximize within the volatility. So here we are with NIO. NIO Inc. continues to push up higher, and we're going to break down why the stock continues to go higher. But for the last 3 days, it has been in an uptrend, right? After last week's consolidation, coming into this week, the last 3 days, it has been going higher, right? From Friday to Monday to now, right? And this is an explosive move for NIO. NIO does not move this quick to the upside in such a short period of time. Now we need to watch these levels. Is it going to find support and continue, or is this run fading? That's what we're going to break down in today's video. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home and opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And as you see popping up here on the screen, these are some of the home runs I've managed to find this week alone. While not guaranteed to be this way every single time, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the two stocks I mentioned this morning. Both of them gave jumps at 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% plus. But one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was VNET. We caught this one in the pre-market under a bull indicator, full strength on 42 vision. Those inflows were picking up, and towards the bell, it went with strength and jumped nearly 10% plus. Pulled back right after the bell. Those outflows started to pick up, but the inflow stayed above the midpoint, as you see here. Shifted from red to green. Full strength on the inflow versus outflow. 42 vision was still strong, still under a bull indicator, no bear indicator, and gave a highest point of 25% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So here we are with NIO Inc. and the stock continues to run up higher. We're going to break down in today's video what inflow versus outflow is showing in our 42 vision indicator. But also let's look at this article real quick, which summarizes everything going on here. And now we need to look at the technicals and what the charts are showing to maximize and what's going on here. Is it going to slow down, or is it going to continue to go, right? So it states here, why is NIO stock having a soaring rally, right? Or recently soaring? Well, it has to do with a few different things. First of all, the ET5 sedan, right? It was getting launched. It was going to be announced, going around, different parts of the world, and also now having 200,000 in pre-orders. Now, NIO showed a snapshot of Q2 results and their Q3 guidance, and it's stirring up excitement, speculation over the stock. Now, over the whole entire analysis ratings, there has been some few upgrades, such as this one right here from Deutsche Bank, stating here Edison Yu, right? He chooses NIO as one of his top EV picks, and he reiterated a buy rating with a price target of $39, above the average and the high ratings that we had already, right? The low is 25, and we're still below that. The average is 31 and the high is $42. And recently there has been some price target upgrades and some reiterations on buys or even initiations of new ratings which have stirred up excitement over the charts. And so far on 42 vision, we've gone from the dip area to the rip area here, and we need to talk about what the charts are showing here with our 42 vision and inflow versus outflow indicator. So I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation within the volatility and gives us that edge. And slots are now open for those interested. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator and our inflow versus outflow. So here we are with NIO. It's been under a bull indicator since the 7th of September. The inflows got crossed, and then in this consolidation, the outflows crossed. They found support here. It didn't break back below from where it started. Down here at $16, stayed above 17, found support, bounced up on Friday. Those inflows got crossed, and it's been above since then for the last 3 days, and we've continued to go higher. Now, this is the first day that we get really close to the midpoint, and it's becoming very interesting. But also, NIO continued to go higher while the rest of the market was falling. So tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day, and this is an important video because if you've been tracking NIO or it's your first time coming across it, well, on the 30-minute, the outflows, if they cross, it could impact the chart. The last time they crossed, it fell from 1760s all the way down to 1690s, right? Now, a time before that was back here on September 1st when it went from 1960s all the way down to 1815. So this is super important to keep in mind that if it becomes a significant drawdown, it could affect the chart. And if it's followed by a bear indicator, even further weakness could happen. And we're going to talk about supports and resistance that I'm watching, and also to the upside if it wants to continue. So the first thing is the 15-minute within the volatility has crossed, right? It crossed the midpoint here. The bull indicator is still in play, and it did a complete transition from the dip area to the rip areas here throughout the highs of the day. Now it's pulling back down. It hasn't hit a dip area just yet. To complete the transition from the rip to the dip would be white with red borders, and if a bear indicator followed. No bear indicator just yet, but the outflows did cross. I'm going to be watching if they actually hold support and bring itself back up, or if it pulls further away to the downside, making things more significantly to the bearish side than bullish, and if it gets canceled here with a bear indicator in the process and continuing those transitions to the downside. Now, on the 30-minute, it is still above the midpoint. I'll be watching if it could switch from red to green, go back into green and pull upwards and bring things back up. And right now, it only has shifted from bright green to dark green with red borders, and still a bull indicator, no bear indicator in the process. Now, when you zoom out to the bigger picture, we're still above the midpoint on the 1 hour, but it's the first day that we have a complete day from pre-market to after hours that is red, okay? There's been a hidden divergence here that while the stock is going up, there's outflows coming out, right? So it's going to be important to watch now key support levels, and if this actually goes ahead and continues to the downside, closer to the midpoint, or even getting close to crossing it, which could affect the chart even further. Watch how this actually reacts in these time frames, right? The last time it crossed to the upside and has stayed above it, well, it's brought it up from 16 to 22. And the last time we crossed the outflows that was significant was back here on August 16th, and it went from all the way up here at 20 all the way down to 18. So when these crosses do happen and these outflows and inflows do cross, they tend to have a significant impact over the chart, and especially those bull and bear indicators that are there to go ahead and guide us within the volatility, right? So the last several ones have been significant we're still under a bull indicator, no bear indicator in this process, and full transition from the dip to the rip on the bigger picture. Now, here on the 30-minute, it actually has been volatile within the first few hours of the day. And that's an immense amount of volatility, because if you look at the last two bull and bear indicators, when they popped up, they've lasted for several days based off the 30-minute. And when volatility starts to actually pick up here, like you could see here back and forth, things kind of consolidate or they're losing steam. So super important to keep that in mind. And also the outflows were picking up from yesterday to today. And here we are again, really close to the midpoint, either bring itself back up or is it going to cross it? And if it does cross it, it's going to impact significantly this chart. And if it crosses back up, well, we need to talk about resistance and what the inflows are showing. And if we could break above this resistance level of inflows, which is 1.21, and it's currently at 0.20, right? So let's go ahead and look at it here. So the first thing is, the first support is 21.57. If that gets broken through, the next support is down here at 20.94, and then back down towards this area of 20.50s, okay? Very important support levels. If they get broken through, I'm going to be watching how these outflows react on the 30-minute and also on the 1 hour if it comes closer to it, or if it comes to the point of crossing the outflows and continuing red, right? Now, to the upside, we want to see this break above the recent high of 22.30. And then above that would be, based off the history of the chart, back up here towards 23.20s. Those are the two resistance levels to the upside that I'm watching. And to the downside, those are the key levels I'm going to be watching, specifically 21.50, 20.90, and then down towards 20.50 range, right? And I'm going to be watching if a bear indicator pops up to cancel out this bull indicator, and how these inflow versus outflows will be reacting. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.